Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today's topic is going to be breaking down the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into today's video. Sorry that it's a little bit delayed. I actually went to the game today, so obviously I had to take into account from traveling back to Long Island from where I'm from, and then writing my notes, editing video, yada yada yada, all that fun stuff, sobering up, all the good stuff that goes into going to a football game, having a good time, and coming back. I was actually on TV. I will post the picture. It was really zoomed in, but nonetheless, I was on there. So the Jets started with the ball, and they would move it a little bit. They'd get to about midfield and then have to punt, and that's where the Miami Dolphins were able to get their first possession. And they were really good at picking up third down conversions on this drive. They had at least 3 of them, and they settled for a field goal to take a 3-0 lead. The Jets were able to bounce back, create a long drive of their own, and Sam Darnold hit Robbie Anderson for a touchdown, but the extra point was missed. Jets go up 6-3. Directly after the interception, Ryan Fitzpatrick does Ryan Fitzpatrick-like things, throws a bad interception, gives the Jets great field position. Unfortunately, though, the Jets would settle for 3. Miami would come down the field, add another field goal. It's going to be a huge trend in today's game. And the Jets would get the ball back, march down the field, get one to Demaryius Thomas, which was originally ruled not a touchdown, was then reversed, ruled a touchdown. Jets go up 16-6, but Miami would add one more field goal before the half, 16-9. At that point, you got to feel pretty good if you're a New York Jets fan. The Jets were putting up points offensively, 2 offensive touchdowns, a field goal. Things were looking good. Second half, not so much. The Dolphins would add a field goal on their first possession. Then the Jets would get the ball. Sam Darnold would throw a costly interception. Realistically, I don't know what that throw was. I don't know what Sam saw. It wasn't a smart decision, but he made that decision and ended up getting picked off. Then for some sloppy football in between the two teams, Miami would miss a field goal opportunity. The Jets would get the ball back, move the ball. They would have a chance to go up by 7 if they kicked the field goal. They were up by 4 at this point. They decided to go for it on 4th and short. They did not get it, so a turnover on downs. Dolphins would add 2 more field goals, getting their first lead of the day. So after having a 16-6 lead, a 10-point lead at one point, the New York Jets lost it and found themselves down 18-16. Now we have field goals galore at the end of the game. The Jets would add 1. The Dolphins would add 1. So the Jets were once down again, getting the ball back late, and Sam Darnold would go on a nice drive. Vincent Smith had a good reception going up the right sideline, turned it into a big play. Jets got bailed out by a defensive pass interference, and they would set themselves up for a game-winning field goal. Sam Ficken hits it. Jets win 22-21. The New York Jets defense was able to hold Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins offense to 7 field goals. They did not get in the end zone one time. 7 field goals was a bend but not break. They played relatively well. They were definitely the better side of the football. Jets offensively, Sam Darnold threw for 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Was really bad. I thought he was okay today. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he was great. I thought he was okay. It was an average game from the 22-year-old quarterback, which is fine. There are going to be those average kinds of games. And if this is an average performance, I'll take that, because as Jets fans, we've seen a lot worse performances. Sam Darnold, especially in the crowd too, I heard a lot of people turning on Sam Darnold, which is really surprising to me, but nonetheless, I thought he played okay today. It's nice to see 2 of my guys, Bilal Powell and Robbie Anderson, get involved in the offense. With Le'Veon Bell out, also on the other side of the ball, Jamal Adams is out. Definitely should mention that. But with Le'Veon Bell out, it was Bilal Powell as the feature back, and he turned back the clock, put up 74 rushing yards, no touchdowns, but this guy can still play football. I like his running style. He averaged just under 4 yards per carry, which isn't great, but Bilal Powell is still effective, and it proves that he should be getting the ball more, as should the 3 Jets running backs once Lev's healthy, and they should be utilizing them more in this offense. As for Robbie Anderson, he had over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. He's been great the last 3 weeks, has a touchdown in 3 out of the last 4 weeks. He might not be a prototypical number 1 receiver, but he's definitely someone who's an effective receiver that you would want to bring back for Sam Darnold going forward. Ultimately, it was ugly, but a win is a win. The Jets moved to 5-8. Quick week. They play on Thursday against the Baltimore Ravens. Going to be a very tough matchup. So we'll preview that this week. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Matt O'Leary. Make sure to subscribe. All that fun stuff. Follow on social media. Appreciate you tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time.